What are those clowns doing?
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Dirty Biscuit podcast. My name is Ben Goslin. This is my co-host, Ryan Davis. Ryan, how you doing?
Doing pretty good.
All right. Well, we've been away for a little bit. We got a lot to catch up on. We were just talking about the NBA, and the NBA is going to start playing in Disney. They're moving their whole operation to Disney. Kind of crazy to me.
Makes sense.
It does make sense. They have so many. I'm curious if they're going to, put all the teams in, one or two hotels, or if they're going to do, one team per hotel.
Are they going to play in the Epcot Mall?
No, dude, there's a whole sports, center there. The ESPN sports thing.
Will it be able to hold NBA playoffs?
What?
Will it be able to hold NBA playoffs? Is it big enough?
No fans.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's true. That's true.
I mean, maybe. We'll see how it goes.
If you're doing it at Disney, there's going to be people waiting to watch.
There'll be people outside, at least.
That's what I'm saying. So it's not really those. Okay, so what I mean by that is, yours people are going to be outside waiting to watch them at least come in, right?
Right.
And
for autographs.
Right? Like a normal playoff thing. Isn't that essentially the same thing? I know you're outside, but you're not inside. But aren't you essentially kind of the same thing? You're kind of in a close quarters with people.
No, it's not the same. It's not. No, it is. Yeah.
All right.
The NHLPA just came out with the 2014 format, formally unveiled today by Gary Bettman.
Yeah, right now.
Right now, 4:30. They're planning to have two hubs with 12 teams each at each hub. I don't know how that's going to work.
As in host city?
Yeah, so say Las Vegas and probably not New York.
I feel like they should do it in Vegas.
Yeah, right? Vegas
unless I'm stupid and don't know what the coronavirus is like there right now.
No, dude. I saw a map the other day where the deaths in New York equal the deaths everywhere else. It's ridiculous.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I remember New York was actually surprisingly one of the last ones hit.
Yeah.
And then
it just kind of exploded.
It just got slammed.
So I'm going to go ahead and go on a limb here and say there's going to be no NHL in New York this season.
No.
Probably not.
Yeah, well, the New York teams aren't doing awful, but they're not doing great. Rangers are on a run towards the end there, but
yeah, I just don't see the New York teams doing anything.
Hey, well, at least my Leafs can make the playoffs now. I was a little sweating it. I was sweating it a little bit.
Dude, they were close. What'd they end up in?
They
were in 8th?
They were in the last spot in the Atlantic.
Yeah, they are.
They were getting close to the end of the season. They weren't playing well.
That was not good for
I was watching Florida creep up on them. That did. If Florida made it over the Leafs, I would have been pissed.
Dude.
It would have been riots.
Imagine. Since we last talked, the NHL players have voted again to defer their final paycheck. I think they're kind of just waiting to see what happens with the season before they get their final one. They may even put it all towards escrow because I'm pretty sure even if this season is played, the NHL will still lose $1 billion.
Yeah, probably. I can imagine it. It's so tough. That's such a tough decision.
I don't know. They're gonna pay it all back anyways, but some of these players kind of need that paycheck.
This isn't gonna help. Definitely franchise like Seattle. I saw something on Instagram today that was a pretty good point. You can say this is just the fanboy in me, but it was talking about how places like New York, you know how they have multiple teams?
Yeah.
Why is there not multiple teams in places like Toronto, one of the biggest hockey cities in the world? There's only one team. It was a very interesting point. I'm wondering what other places could have multiple teams.
Is Toronto big enough?
There's 6 major areas of Toronto. That's why they call it the 6. So,
is that why? I never knew that.
Yeah, that's why they call it the 6. And I don't know. There probably could be enough. I feel like Seattle right now, they're building a whole arena, or they're renovating one.
Yeah.
Money, and I think there'd be more money in hockey in Toronto than there is in Seattle. But man, maybe I'm just stupid because Seattle fans are crazy.
I mean, you would think so. Toronto, I just looked up the populations.
I saw a tweet.
I was curious.
I don't remember who it's from, the tweet that brought that up, but I was thinking it's a good. Oh.
Yeah, you're probably right, but New York is like 8.4 million. Toronto.
Gary Bettman. Oh, sorry. You can continue.
Okay. No, I was just saying like Toronto is, or New York's 4 times bigger than Toronto, and then Toronto is like 4 times bigger than Seattle, so it's.
Yeah, it would go into a giant loophole with that one with just conflicting areas. It's just how it worked out, honestly, in the end.
Yeah.
But Chris Johnson tweeted out, and he said, Gary Bettman says the 2019-2020 regular season has been deemed to be completed, and the record books are closed, and award winners can be selected.
Wow. All right.
So, with that being said.
All right.
Who's the Hart Trophy candidate?
Dude, I'm going to need a second. I was not ready for this one.
I have mine.
You have all yours?
I have mine, yeah. Oh, I have my Hart Trophy. I don't have all the trophies.
All right.
I also have my Calder, but that hasn't changed since the beginning.
Yeah, exactly. That was called. I want to first go to players like Braden Holtby and Alex Ovechkin. Holtby, I think, was 1 shutout away from a franchise record, and Ovechkin was 1 goal away from his 9th 50-goal season, and that just gets taken away.
That is pretty fucked up. That is pretty – and that's actually a good point about Braden Holtby, because I don't know if he's going to have that starting position next year if he keeps playing the way he has been.
Yeah.
He's like – what did he have? Complete the season with like a high 3 goals against, and then Samsonov kind of came in and just proved that he's a starter.
Yeah. It wasn't his best by far, but
I'm very surprised by it.
And plus, you got to think of these players' incentives too that they build into these contracts, where they're 1 goal away or 2 goals away or whatever it is.
Rookie contracts, man.
Yeah.
Kids are losing out on the money.
All right.
He had. Oh my God. He had a 8.97 with a 3.11, so he did improve, but he was pretty awful.
8.97.
Yeah. For Braden Holtby.
Yeah.
Very strange.
All right, you want to talk about our picks now?
Oh yes.
Okay.
Do you want to go first for Hart?
No, you go ahead. You had them all picked out already.
All right. This is going to be an unpopular opinion, and as much as I want to say that Nathan MacKinnon should win the Hart, I think that for just this season, and I don't mean in general, I mean just for this season, because if you're asking me in general, I would say Connor McDavid. But for this season, you have to say Leon Draisaitl is the MVP. Because, dude, what if the season didn't end early?
Dude, I kind of have to agree. He's put himself out there. I know the Oilers would definitely be, lunch me without Connor McDavid, but Draisaitl has kind of put himself in a different category as well. He's putting himself not quite up there with McDavid, but he's proven himself too valuable.
110 points in 71 games with 43 goals and 67 assists. I mean, his defensive play is fucking awful. But I got to say, when McDavid was out, man, he was carrying that team.
He was. He really was.
It was all the Draisaitl show. With Yamamoto was breaking into his own too.
Yeah, I know. I had at the beginning of the year, I think you picked McKinnon, and I picked Kucherov.
I wanted to be McKinnon, though. I'm a huge McKinnon guy.
I picked Kucherov, and I did not think he had his best season, Nikita Kucherov.
Oh, God, no. He started to pick it up towards the end. But.
Yeah, towards the end. But again, the Hart, I mean, we think a lot more about recent memory when you think about these awards, which is...
Yeah, recency bias. Yeah.
But overall, I really do think it's Leon Draisaitl, and I don't know how you can't pick him when he's 13 points above the next leading point getter in the NHL.
He stopped. Okay, I will say this too. You could say he played with Connor McDavid, But if you actually watch some of the games, it's Dave Tippett, right?
Yeah, yep.
He separated those two like halfway through the season. Like they probably played as much time together as much time as they didn't play together.
Yeah.
Even before McDavid got hurt, I'm pretty sure that line got separated, if I'm not incorrect.
I think it got separated.
I think it did. Because that's when they traded for Tyler Ennis and Andreas Athanasiou.
Yep.
I don't know.
But let's go to the next one here. The Calder.
Calder, that one's easy.
I know. I think we both have Cale Makar on this one. I mean,
Quinn Hughes did make it a race towards the end.
You can make it a case, but I just don't see the argument. I'm gonna sneeze.
Yeah. It's one of those you can make
Rona.
It doesn't. He's just incredible.
Who?
Cale Makar. He played with Kevin Gravel all season.
Yeah, dude. He's one of those guys where I feel like he's not going to make as much of a mark on, no, probably not that. Well, he's not going to make that much of a mark, I don't think, on the score sheet every night. But
no,
he's going to be there consistent.
He's one of those guys where you can just watch a game and you're like, this is one of the best players.
His skating, dude.
It's incredible. It's nothing. I swear. And he played with Kevin Gravel on his deep pairing, and I think Quinn Hughes played with Tyler Myers. And now that's nothing against Kevin Gravel. It's just Tyler Myers is a better player. He is a more experienced player than Kevin Gravel.
Yeah, so, we touched on this, and it's a lot easier to play in the NHL when you have a veteran defenseman on your left or right, depending on which side you play on.
It doesn't take anything away from what Quinn Hughes has done. It's just,
great season.
It's come to a point where you got to look at it. You got to look at those factors. It's gone to a point where they're both so good, you have to look at those factors. It's not as much of a thing of dissing them, as much as just it's close, and you have to look at everything to actually determine the winner.
Yeah, absolutely. Agree. And it looks like I'm just checking the amount of games played. I believe also Quinn Hughes has played more games.
Yeah, I think Cale Makar got hurt for about 10. I think it was around 10 games.
That's what I'm seeing. 10 games or so, maybe 11. But yeah, that's our pick for the Calder Memorial Trophy. Next is the Vezina Trophy, given to the best goalie in the league, Ryan.
I think I'm going to have to go with – I really want to say this one, but Jakob Markstrom. I'm going to go with Jakob Markstrom.
Really? Yeah. I don't know. I really have to go with – I know I'm a Bruins fan, dude. But I feel like this is Tuukka Rask's year to get a Vezina. It really is. Dude, he leads the league in save percentage, goals against average, second in shutouts. I mean,
come on, don't give me that,
dude. I have to. Back to that Calder. Back to the Calder too. I believe Elvis Merzlikins, the goaltender for the Blue Jackets, is a rookie too. He had a phenomenal year.
He made a real name for himself. I just don't think he played enough games. Same thing with
exactly.
Same thing with the Binnington argument.
Yeah. Exactly.
But I'm excited to see him next season.
I am too. I think he's made a case for that starting spot. He did not have a good start, but the way he finished and that run he was on, I think he made his case. And it's going to be hard for anyone to take that from him.
They might just put goalie tandem there in Columbus.
They have a great one. That's the way a lot of NHL teams are going now. Is the goalie?
Yeah, no more playing 60 games a season, Freddie Anderson.
He
did not have a great season, I would say. I think I've seen him play better.
Now, the James Norris Memorial Trophy given to the best defenseman in the league. This one's always tougher for me because I feel like defense is harder to pick up on if you're not watching that, or you're looking at stats. You can't really pick up on the defensive point of the game.
You have to watch the defenseman to understand.
You have to watch, absolutely.
This one's really tough because personally, I'm a huge Victor Hedman guy.
That's what I was gonna say, and the hype around him has always been you have to play with him to really understand how good he really is.
He is crazy. If you watch him skate the puck, it looks so effort. He reminds me of a bigger Erik Karlsson.
Yeah.
Just the way he effortlessly skates with the puck, it's incredible. It's incredible. That guy can do everything. He can play defense. He can play not forward. He can play offensive. He can play in the offensive zone, and he's good at moving the puck. That guy can do everything. It's incredible. But I might go with Roman Josi on that.
I was gonna say Roman Josi's had a great season for the Predators, but it's kind of hard to look past points, even though it is a defensive award. Voters have a hard time looking past points, and especially when you lead by 10 points as a defenseman, I think John Carlson's going to run away with it.
You see, look how many power play points did he get? Because he had that incredible start where he was on pace for like 130 points or something like that. And he kind of pulled off a little bit, but nothing to take away from him. He's still one of the best defensemen in the league. I just think, I don't know.
That'd be my pick because, again, even though it is
and the way I see it, though, is if you're on the power play, you're good enough to be on the power play, and a goal is a goal, a point is a point. I feel like that should never matter. If your power play points.
Yeah.
People like to say that, but a goal is a goal. Do you really give a shit if it's on the power play or no?
I don't care. Point's a point, dude.
I've never gotten the argument, well, they have this many, like, for instance, Ovechkin. Almost all his goals are big power play goals, but.
The next trophy we'll talk about is the Frank J. Selke Trophy, given to the best defensive forward in the league.
Okay.
You know who I want for this one. Well, there's two. I have.
Pretty easy.
Two.
Pretty easy pick for you.
For me.
Yeah, for you. Okay, give me a second.
I
need say yours first.
I need to pick Patrice Bergeron just because he's been so consistent. I think he's one away from the record of 5. He has 4 right now. He's one away from the record of 5 Selke trophies, and he's had another season like that where, again, you have to watch the players to really pick for this award. And another one would be Ryan O'Reilly because I don't think he's like the Patrice Bergeron type talent, but he has to play against that every single night. He's got to play against the Sidney Crosby centers. He's got to play against the Alex Ovechkin line. He's got to play against all those guys. And
I would say he has. Sorry.
No, go ahead.
I'd say he does have the Patrice Bergeron talent. It's just used in a different way. So
right, but it's not the offensive side.
No, it's more of a grindy type. I see more Sidney Crosby and Ryan O'Reilly. I see a lot of Sidney Crosby and Ryan O'Reilly. I mean, and I don't mean that in skill level or anything like that. I mean that just in like play style and how they're not scared. They're not scared to play 2 ways and go into dirty areas and get shit done. Yeah. That's more what I mean because Crosby's just
different level, and to play against that that level of talent every night it's hard.
And there's like a pyramid. I swear, there's a pyramid of talent, and there's the top 2 is going to be Crosby, McDavid tier. All right, then right, like you picture a food pyramid, right? Crosby, McDavid top, and then you have every other player that you would be like, they're not the best in the world, but holy shit, they're fucking good.
Yeah.
Type of thing.
Did you pick yours?
Oh no, I didn't. Okay, so I'm gonna go with Alexander Barkov.
Barkov. Yeah, that was another one that was up there for me.
But I do and I don't because it's a tough decision because I don't want to vote. I don't want to say Patrice Bergeron, so I might go with Ryan O'Reilly instead because Barkov. To be honest, I know they're in the Atlantic Division, but they should be at least in a wild card spot. Come on, look at their team.
I know
they should be in a wild card spot. So it has nothing against Barkov. It's just I think maybe O'Reilly should definitely win with Selke. Can't vote for Bergeron.
Yeah, I mean, he's just the easy pick, I guess. But the next one, Art Ross is just The top point scorer in the league, that was Leon Draisaitl. He'll get that one.
By far.
The Lady Byng Memorial Trophy given to the player who
Johnny
exhibited
Gaudreau.
the best type of sportsmanship. Do you have one for this one? Because I really don't.
So Johnny Gaudreau, he wins that a lot, doesn't he?
Let's look at the winners here.
I think he wins that a lot, dude.
Barkov last year, Carlson, Gaudreau, Kopitar, Hoodler, Ryan O'Reilly, Martin St. Louis. Yeah, this one's just, I don't know. This one's hard to pick for me because we don't know the players. We don't deal with them.
Are we forgetting that Ryan O'Reilly drove through a Tim Hortons one time?
I guess. Well, yeah. How did he win that trophy?
I think that did happen. I think that was a real thing, and just people forget about that. I'm gonna look that up because I don't know why.
The next one is the Jack Adams Award presented to the coach who have contributed the most to his team's success. And
sorry, continue.
No, go ahead. We were talking about the Ryan.
Well, that's 100% John Tortorella.
I would have to say that with the Blue Jackets.
Yeah,
100%. They were nowhere near.
No, 100%.
Anything at the beginning of the season, and he brought that team to another level. If he doesn't win, I'll be surprised.
And by the way, yes, I was correct. He did drive his brand new truck through a Tim Hortons, and everyone just forgets about that. I don't understand that.
Well, no one never will. It's now on YouTube forever.
Everyone's just gonna forget about that. No, it's not. I don't mean to forget about it. I mean just no one jokes about it. How does no one joke about that? I feel like that's one.
We will continue to joke about it.
I feel like that's one thing that people would remember and joke about you with. So.
We'll make a T-shirt out of it. I'll send it to you later. The Maurice Richard Trophy, the top goal scorer. Again, I believe that's Leon Draisaitl, if I'm not mistaken. Let's see. Oh, actually, take that back. It was.
Hey, who won the Rocket?
The Rocket. Yeah, that's this one.
Oh, it was Rocket?
Yeah, so that's tied between Alex Ovechkin and David Pastrnak.
Fuck, man.
I don't know how you.
Austin's right below that. It was one goal below that.
47. Yeah.
You see this right here?
What?
This is going to win them the cup. This stash is going to win them the cup.
That's going to win them the cup?
Yeah. Their first cup in almost 100 years is going to be because of, first of all, coronavirus, and second of all, because I grew the mustard.
I just don't know if that's true.
How was that not true?
Well, yeah, you're right. Mustaches have magical powers.
They do.
The King Clancy Trophy, given to the player who best exemplifies leadership on and off the ice. Again, that one's hard.
King Clancy?
Yeah, we have no information for that one. So. Ted Lindsay Award, most outstanding player in the NHL, as voted by the members of the NHLPA. This one's hard. Let's see who won this one in the past.
Definitely don't look up King Clancy in an Urban Dictionary.
Okay. So this one's past winners were Nikita Kucherov, Connor McDavid. This one should no doubt be Leon Draisaitl then.
Oh, which one is it?
I was reading it wrong. The Ted Lindsay Award, best player in the NHL, voted by the players.
Nah, they're not going to vote Draisaitl.
How can you not?
No, I think it's McDavid. I think McDavid should win the Ted Lindsay just because of. Did you ever watch the McDavid documentary?
I did not.
Okay, I will link it to you. I'll send it to you in like an email. Like I'll send you a link to it in the email. You need to watch it. It's crazy. To watch that, new appreciation for the level he played at all season. It's ridiculous. I think he should win the Ted Lindsay after watching that.
The next trophy is the William Jennings Trophy, annual award given to goalkeepers having played a minimum of 25 games for the team with the fewest goals scored against.
That'd be Washington? No, hold on. No, that would be Arizona.
No way it's Arizona.
Would it not?
I don't think so.
Darcy Kemper.
Nope, that's not it. There it is. Goals against. The lowest would be the Boston Bruins.
It would be Boston Bruins because what's his name? Halak.
Yeah.
Fucking Halak, man.
Fucking Halak.
Fucking Halak, man.
Fucking Halak.
He carried Canadians in the playoffs against the Caps a couple
He
years.
did. Was that 2009, I believe?
Yeah, if Boston plays the Caps again, boy.
The Marc Messier NHL Leadership Award given to the player who exemplifies great leadership qualities to his team on and off the ice.
Sidney Crosby.
Yeah, I mean, I'd say that's pretty easy. We'll say, yeah, Sidney Crosby. Next one, GM of the Year. Who put their team in the best position to win after the deadline, I'd say.
After the deadline? Okay.
I gotta say,
who put their team in the best position to win after the deadline, or the team that actually did? Because if you wanted to put the team in best position, I would say honestly Arizona.
That's what I'm saying. I was gonna say the Flyers, to be honest, because of what he did before the season and the way he put that team together. Dude,
I hate the Flyers. I can't stand them. I can't.
Exactly.
That satisfaction. Give me another second. I want to think about. You could argue the Rangers just because of how far they've come. Definitely not the Devils. Oops.
No, not that one. No.
Kyle Dubas for signing Mitch Marner.
No.
You're not going to buy
contract. No.
What about who's the GM of Tampa right now? Because
I don't know the GM names.
Because to keep Tampa the way it is, it's got to be pretty incredible to keep doing that year after year. I mean, I know most of it was Yzerman, and he's with Detroit now, but
yeah. Let's see, Tampa Bay, Julien Brisebois. Dude, when is the Seattle team going to have a name? They keep putting it off, and I'm getting so mad about it because I want to talk about it.
It's going to be the Sockeyes, I'm telling you right now.
Well, why can't they just come out and be like, hey, in the middle of a pandemic, we know you guys are all bored. Sockeyes. Sell a shitload of stuff.
It'll go viral.
Dude, they'd sell so much stuff. Everyone's just sitting at home.
You're seeing the ridiculous shit like that's going viral now. Seattle released a name that'd be all over the place. Things I would never post about hockey, like ESPN would post about it.
I know. I'm pretty sure ESPN lost their contracts to air hockey games. That's why they don't talk about it anymore.
Good. They've been so bad with hockey.
They're not where I turn for hockey, that's for sure. Maybe hot dog eating contests.
No.
Let's talk about the playoff picture here. I'm going to pull it up for the proposed bracket. I'm going to read through it.
Yeah.
All right. So the NHL and the NHLPA have agreed on a 24-team playoff announced today by Gary Bettman. The regular season is now closed. The record books are closed for the regular season for the 2020 season, and they're moving on to the playoffs. They do not have a date for when this will start, but when it will, we do have a bracket. There will be 8 teams having byes for the first round. The Eastern Conference, that will be the Boston Bruins, the Tampa Bay Lightning, the Washington Capitals, and the Philadelphia Flyers. In the Western Conference, that will be the St. Louis Blues, the Colorado Avalanche, the Las Vegas Golden Knights, and the Dallas Stars. Again, all having byes for that first round.
Wait, so who is the bye? Blues and Golden Knights?
Blues, Knights, Avalanche, and Dallas for the Western Conference.
So the Oilers couldn't buy one?
Not on a bye. Nope.
Oh, wow. Okay. And so with this format, is it going to go by division or just points through the conference?
It's conference-based. But it's also...
The good original format.
What?
The good original format.
Yeah, exactly. That's the way I want to go back to, but not 24 teams, 16 teams.
It should be.
again here. So they're going to call this what would be normally known as the first round of the 16-team playoff is now. There's a round before that called the play-in round this year. And for the Eastern Conference, you got the Toronto Maple Leafs playing the Columbus Blue Jackets, the Pittsburgh Penguins playing the Montreal Canadiens, the New York Islanders playing the Florida Panthers, and
this is for the play-in?
Yeah, this is the play-in. And then the Carolina Hurricanes against the New York Rangers for the Eastern. Let's talk about those matchups real quick before I get into the Western one.
Let's talk about the Leafs playing the...
That's what I was going to say. They're going to have their hands full.
Hold on. I'm going to look at their record against the Blue Jackets this year. Because I don't think it's good. I think it's awful.
More than likely, if I had to guess.
Yeah. They don't do good against Eastern Conference teams. 4-3 loss. And a 4-1 win. So they're 1-1, looks like it. Looks
1-1.
1-1. That's going to be an interesting game.
I just feel like the Leafs aren't big enough. I feel like they're just going to get bullied.
Yeah, because that's the way Tortorella likes his guys to play.
Exactly.
I will tell you what. If Austin Matthews is on, that series is over. It's going to be the Leafs series to lose. If Matthews is on, that's going to be the Leafs series to lose.
Yeah, I would 100% agree. I mean, the Maple Leafs have all the talent in this one. The Blue Jackets are just a grinding type team, and I feel like they're going to grind it out again. They did it last year in the first round. It's
going to be very interesting to see because the final last year was two actually pretty grindy teams with Boston and St. Louis.
Yeah.
Now, obviously, isn't the final, but this is a playoff round. This is going to be a good, I feel like, indicator of where the playoffs are going to go, right? If it's
I would say so.
Year, or is this going to be another grinded out, get some bodies year?
That's the matchup I'm most looking forward to, just because of. I feel like it's going to be physical. It's going to be fast paced. I feel like it's going to be.
That is going to be a fast series. Don't get me wrong. Even Cam Atkinson, that guy can fly.
Love that. He's one of my favorite players. He's not the biggest guy, but he will.
Dude,
force out on the ice.
He will outwork you.
He will. He plays with his heart. The next one we're going to go to is the Pittsburgh Penguins versus the Canadiens. I think this is going to be a pretty easy one for the Penguins. I mean, Canadiens not having a good season at all, should not be in the playoffs.
See you, Canadiens.
Yeah, goodbye.
Getting traded.
See ya, buddy.
You're getting traded. He's getting traded.
Oh, he's getting traded.
100%. If they 100%, he's getting traded. There's no way, and he's finishing his career with the Canadiens. There's no way.
Next one, New York Islanders versus the Florida Panthers. This one, again, I feel like it's similar to the Toronto Blue Jackets, but just not as well known.
Do you remember this actually was a series a couple years ago? Remember when? Yes, John Tavares scored overtime winning goal against him a few years ago.
Was that against the Panthers? I didn't know that.
Yeah, it was like a double or triple overtime goal, I think.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah. Well, then there we go. We got our rematch, so that should be a pretty good series.
Awesome. I can't wait for that series. Barzell is going to be going coast to coast the whole time.
I just wish it was in the Coliseum there in Brooklyn.
I hope the Islanders can get their defensemen back, because I remember at the end of this season they were very depleted. And you can see a full defense Islanders, boy, they can make the conference finals.
Yeah, like Johnny Boychuk with his full eye.
I'm pretty sure Adam Pelech got hurt. Didn't Pulak get hurt for a while?
I don't know who got hurt on that team. There's so many injuries, hard to keep track of. Next one is the Hurricanes versus the Rangers. The Hurricanes, interestingly, voted against this format because they said it hurt the 5, 6, 7, 8 teams.
Nah, that's fine. That's fine.
I think they'll be fine. They'll be
fine. I think that'll be a good series. It's going to go 6 games, is my prediction. But Carolina's going to come out on top.
We should have done that, dude.
Panarin's going to have something to prove. He's going to be like, "This is my team now.
This is my team.
This is my team.
Get out of my way. It's my team."
And it was a double overtime goal to clinch the series in Game 6. Is what I was talking about for the Islanders and the Panthers.
Oh, okay. So,
sorry, can I say something real quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
This has been a godsend for the Leafs because I just thought about this. They were riddled with injuries. Mikheyev was hurt. Riley had just come back. Then Muzzingard, is a repetitive cycle. Just new players kept getting hurt. So I'm excited to see. I've had the healthy team because the team hasn't even been healthy one game this season. They haven't had 100% roster this whole season. I don't think.
Let's talk. I kind of want to do our picks. I'm just filling in something real quick so I can keep track of it.
Oh yeah, here. Let me. I'm filling out my bracket right now.
All right, let's start with the East. First we'll go Leafs Jackets. The winner of that plays the Bruins.
I think I'm gonna go with Toronto.
You got Toronto. I'm gonna have the Jackets.
You're gonna put the Jackets?
I have Jackets.
I think it'll be a close series. I think no way it goes below 6 or 7.
You don't think it'll go past 7?
No. Well, no,
I mean 7.
No way it goes below 6 or 7.
I think they're only doing 5-game series.
Oh, really? They're only doing 5?
So I'm gonna pick 5 games there. If we're doing best out of 5, I'm gonna put.
If it's best out of 5.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna stick with Toronto. I'm gonna stick with my gut. That they're gonna be good.
All right. Next we have the Penguins and the Canadians. Who you got?
Oh, I got Pens.
Yeah, all day Pens. Winner of that plays Philly. Oh my gosh!
Oh, baby.
Could you imagine?
I want another. What year is it when Giroux and Crosby had that rivalry in playoffs? Oh,
I don't know, dude, but that's just gonna be awesome.
Flyers. Oh, incredible. Okay, who do you
incredible.
Who do you have for Florida and the Islanders?
Florida and Isles. They don't have John Tavares anymore. I think I'm taking Isles in 4.
I'm taking Islanders too.
Isles in 4, and the winner of that series plays. Let's see where my bracket is.
Tampa, right?
Tampa. Yep, Tampa.
Ooh, that's gonna be a good series.
I think so.
So Carolina and the Rangers.
Canes and the Rangers.
I got Carolina.
Canes. Yeah, Canes for sure. In 4.
And who do the Canes play?
Canes would be playing Caps.
Caps.
So there we go again. Canes and Caps. Canes and Caps.
Right now, what I got is Toronto, Boston, Carolina Caps, Carolina playing the Caps again. We got Islanders playing Tampa, and then we got Pittsburgh playing Philadelphia. That is quite the first.
Oh,
that is quite.
That will be a fun matchup, to say the least.
All right, so we'll go through the West. We'll start with the West before we go any further.
All right. Well, let me fill in that side now. I don't even know where. I'm just going to go down here. All right. So you would have Calgary versus Winnipeg.
Calgary, Winnipeg. Ooh.
That will be a good one. That will be a good one. And you have Oilers versus Blackhawks.
Wish the Oilers were playing Calgary, but that's okay.
Yeah, me too. I think it'll get there.
Calgary against who again?
Winnipeg.
And then the next one was
Oilers Blackhawks.
Ooh, Oilers Blackhawks. I think I already know my winner for that one.
You better.
All right, win the last 2.
All right, and then you have the Canucks against the Wild.
Ooh, Wild would make the playoffs. That's insane.
Yeah. Well, dude, the Blackhawks did, and they're 12. I mean, then the next one's the Predators versus the Coyotes.
And Dallas got a bye, right?
Dallas got a bye. Yep.
Oh, right.
All right, let's start with that first one, the Flames and Jets.
All right.
Winner of that series will play the Blues.
I'm going to go with Calgary.
Yeah, I want to take the Jets.
I do, as much as my heart wants me to.
Yeah.
I can't.
You know what?
Neil Pionk.
No, I need to take. In 5 games, I'm taking Flames because I just want to see that Calgary Oilers matchup after.
That's so bad.
You know,
I think I'm going to have to go with Oilers on the next one.
Oh, well, yeah. I'm going to take 3 games Oilers in that one. When they would play Dallas, the Stars.
Dallas?
Yep.
Oh, that's tough. That's a good series. That's going to be like the Oilers Anaheim series from a couple years ago.
Yeah.
Had that really good season.
Yeah.
Oh, I like this next one.
Next one, Canucks Wild. I want to take the Wild. I think I'm taking the Wild in 5.
I got Canucks, man. That's
right.
my team. I like the Canucks.
They're not getting past the next round, so it's okay.
Oh, God, no. Because who are they tonight?
Avs.
Oh, that's tough.
And the next one is the Nashville Predators versus the Coyotes. And
I got the Yotes.
Yeah. Oh, damn, dude. I was going to take the Yotes.
Predators been dog shit.
Yeah, they have. All right. I'm taking them 2 and 5. And they would be playing the Golden Knights.
Oh. Golden Knights versus Coyotes?
Golden Knights versus Coyotes.
I like it.
Biz is going to love that matchup. All
right.
right.
We'll go back to Eastern Conference?
Eastern Conference. We're going to have a rematch of last year's second round matchup between the Bruins and the Jackets. And I really have to think I'm taking the Bruins here.
Well, I got Toronto and Boston again. So I'm going to have to
go okay. Toronto. Well, you have Toronto, Boston. I have Jackets, Boston. And are you taking – who are you taking?
Toronto.
You're taking Toronto. Well, I'm taking the Bruins. So we're both taking our team in this one.
You have to. You have to be positive and supportive.
You have to.
Oh, Carolina versus the Caps is what I have.
All right. And this would be best of 7 series, so I'm going to go 6 games in that. What do you have?
Okay. I'm going to go with the ballsy pick right here. I'm going to go with Carolina beats the Caps again.
Again?
With Vincent Trocheck.
Well, I'm taking the Caps in 6.
Brady Shea. They got Brady Shea now. I like Carolina. I really do. I feel like they can beat the Caps now. Unless the Caps get good goaltending and then that series is over.
Well, again, this is all about the hot goaltender, so you kind of have to pick based on the goalie.
Mm-hmm. And we don't know who's hot right now because the season's
exactly. The season's done.
It's going to be whoever. This is probably going to be 100% wrong. We're probably going to have all the teams that we picked not win because they aren't hot. This is how it's going to
be. That might just be how it goes. The next one that we have, do you have Philly, Pittsburgh next, or do you have?
I have Islanders, Tampa next.
Islanders, Tampa. Okay, we'll go there. I am taking Tampa all day in that series.
Wow. Yeah, that's easy. Pittsburgh, Philly.
Tampa. I don't know how you don't pick Philly in this situation.
I picked Pittsburgh.
You picked Pittsburgh?
Yeah.
Oh, my. Well, I'm taking Philly.
See Jason Zucker just come over?
Yeah. So?
Pittsburgh. Okay, tell me this. You have a team experienced in the playoffs that has smacked them silly for years. Not just the Caps. They've smacked Philadelphia silly for the past few years. I got my confidence in Pittsburgh right now. But that doesn't mean I don't see Philadelphia pulling a Washington and then overcoming Pittsburgh. So I say it's a 60-40.
All right. Well, I'm taking Philly in that one. You want to go to the Western Conference?
Yes.
Okay. So the first one I have is Blues Flames.
I got Blues.
Yeah, Blues in that one.
As much as I want Calgary Oilers.
Blues are winning that one.
All right, Dallas. I'm gonna have to go with Oilers. I think the Oilers will beat them.
All right, I'm taking Dallas.
I think the way that Dallas team has been playing, because they were on a 6-game lose streak before the season started. Now that doesn't fucking matter.
Yeah.
Personally, I've been a big fan of Dallas. I predict them to win the cup, like in a realistic way before the season started. Like, you know how there's the obvious team who's like, oh, it's Tampa's going to win the cup based off of stats and stuff. But if I were to choose a realistic one, I would have chosen Dallas. But I think the Oilers got them.
All right, next one is Abs and Wild, and I'm taking the Abs all day in 5.
I got Abs Canucks, but I'm going Avalanche.
Oh, yeah, you have Canucks on that. I think that was the only one we did different.
And then I'm going to go Golden Knights over Coyotes. Easy.
Yeah.
Unless Darcy Kemper plays like a Stanley Cup goaltender.
Which is unlikely. All right. Back to the Eastern Conference. You have who? Toronto, Pittsburgh?
I have Toronto, Tampa.
You have Toronto, Tampa. Oh, okay. Well, that's not how the bracket works.
That's how mine worked.
Okay.
No, yeah, that's how it would work.
No. Dude, you switched the Canes and Caps and the Pens and Philly. You switched that series.
No.
Yeah, okay.
Is that the same? Oh, wait, is that supposed to be the same side as Toronto?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Here, I'll put that. It was Carolina and Rangers.
Yeah. Carolina, yeah, Rangers.
And then it was Pittsburgh, Philly. Wait, no, that wouldn't make any sense. It
Why?
would need to be Florida and the Islanders in the same one.
Yes.
So.
Yeah,
Then
the top ones are Leafs, Jackets, and then Pens, Habs. And then it's Isles, Panthers, Canes, Rangers. Did you mess it up?
That doesn't make any sense.
Why?
Because Pittsburgh, because they're not in the same division.
Oh, I know. No, they're not supposed to be. I told you it was conference-based.
I know. So it's Toronto Blue Jackets, Pittsburgh Canadians.
Yeah.
Florida Islanders, Rangers, Carolina.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So
I think that's what you said.
Islanders playing. Oh yeah, Islanders playing Tampa. No, I still got the same result.
So it's supposed to be Leafs, Jackets.
Yeah.
Pens, Habs, Pens, Canadians.
Uh-huh.
And then Isles, Panthers, and Canes, Rangers.
Yeah, that's what I got.
Okay, I don't know how you mess it up. Either way, we'll move on.
Yeah, that's what I got. But
who's your matchup?
I have Toronto, Tampa is what it says for me.
All right, Toronto, Tampa. Who you got?
Oh, I got Tampa.
All right, I have Bruins, Philly, and I'm taking Bruins over Philadelphia.
I would too.
Yeah, I feel like the Bruins are just a better team for a long series.
Mm-hmm.
And the next one I have is Tampa Caps. I know you don't have that one. I might have to take the Caps over Tampa. I just feel like Tampa's had a long line of choking. I feel like it's going to happen again.
Yeah, but I could have had the Caps. Oh, never mind.
What's yours?
Never mind. No. You're saying the same one as me.
Oh, okay. No, what's your pick, though?
For which one?
For your matchup.
For my matchup, Toronto versus Tampa?
No, the next one.
Oh, Blues Oilers?
Yeah, no.
Avalanche Golden Knights?
Dude, how do you only have 3 matchups?
Maybe I'm one ahead. Maybe I'm just like looking.
Oh, you might be one ahead.
Yeah, probably. You know what? I'm one ahead. I was looking too far ahead. I was looking at the conference final instead of the semifinal. No, I had Tampa, Pittsburgh, Toronto, Caps.
Oh, okay.
That's what I had. Sorry for the confusion. I fucked it up.
Okay, so we'll go to Stars Blues. Here's what I have. Taking the Blues all day back to the conference final in 5 games.
This was a ballsy move. I want to go with the Oilers. They're my team right now.
I don't know. I'm taking the Avs and Blues in the conference final for the West.
Avalanche Golden Knights.
That's what you have?
For my next one.
Oh, no, I thought – never mind.
I don't know when that. All right. I'm going to go with, I think, the Avs choke.
You think the Avs choke?
I think the Golden Knights beat them. I think they go back to the final. I think the Avs choke.
All righty. Well, then the Avs are choking, I guess.
Then I have Oilers playing the Golden Knights. And I'm going to go with Vegas. No, I'm going to go with the Oilers.
You go with what am I doing?
All right. So for my personal Eastern Conference final, I got Toronto, Tampa. And then for Western Conference final, I got Oilers, Golden Knights.
Oh, okay. For mine, I had Bruins, Caps, and I had Blues and Avalanche. And I took the Avs and the Caps to the Stanley Cup final.
I'm going with some ballsy moves right now because personally, I love the Avalanche, but I just have a feeling they're going to choke it. I just got that gut feeling. So I got Tampa and the Oilers in the final.
Tampa Oilers. Okay, and who you have this? Who are you crowning as your Stanley Cup champion? Tampa. Okay, and I have the Avs.
Oh, you have the Avs winning?
I have the Avs. I'm saying Car's taking them all the way.
It'll be the Avs. The only reason I don't have them winning, I just feel like the Golden Knights are a good matchup for the Avs. That is a good matchup.
Oh boy, this should be a good playoffs then, if it works out the way we want.
Dude, honestly, this could work out many different ways and still be fun. So
yeah, exactly. Alrighty, let's see. Anything else in my notes? I'm not seeing anything. You have anything else?
No, not really, no.
Okay. Well, then I guess we'll see everybody next week.
Yes, sir.
Or as long as it takes for us to get another podcast going.
This should be next week.
Yeah, it should be next week. All right.
All right, see ya.
See ya.